Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Costa Rica German Monarchy path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserredux. In part 1 we had an election and also were introduced to some German coffee barons known as the CKG. And right now we need to extend our loan, so let's do that there. That is done, and that cost us some political power I think, but it's fine. It's perfectly fine. We got to get this to above 50% for some things to happen right now. And to even do that, we have to make sure to complete a focus. Let me go to my focus tree. Where can we go? Where can we go? Complete, say, cash crop investments. Do that. That would take 56 days. And there's a war over in China. Let me read this focus, though. It says, here, coffee and bananas are the motor of our economy and have brought us much wealth in the past. Surely further backing on this will rescue the CKG from imminent collapse, whilst also providing a feeding bottom for new investments by drastically lowering the price of the plantation land. And the reason we sort of had to help the CKG is because we were hit by Black Monday, and Black Monday is a economic disaster and it affected CKG since they're essentially based out of Germany, I think. And concentrated, no, don't do concentrated, do dispersed industry. Let's do that. I usually do, I don't know, concentrated industry versus dispersed industry. I don't know, let's just do this for now. Yeah. Just do that, or no. Yeah, let's just do dispersed industry. I usually do concentrated industry, but I'm just going to do dispersed this time. And we have 995 rifles. I need to probably expand my military in some way. Let's at least try to get a little bit of a slightly bigger army so we have more than one division, for crying out loud. We have one division. Can I please get cash crop investments done, please? Please, please, please. It shouldn't be too long, I think. Let me check. Okay, just a few more days. Malta joins the Entente. Alright then. And I'm keeping an eye on Panama since they may want our land here, Costa Rica, which is got me a little concerned. Coup d'etat in Siam, okay. Cash crop investments is going to be done. Wait for that. Just wait for it. Please be done with that soon enough. And there we go. Cash crop investments. Now in the focus tree, what can we do? Let's complete this. Sell off government land. That will give us 44% of, what is that? 44% of the CKG authority. Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. I need over 50%. I need over 50%. I don't think I can do that anymore. For now, though, I think, yeah, I need to just complete public works. That'll take 56 days. And in the research tree, let's start doing excavation 1. That'll take 172 days to defeat TG Masaryk. That's over in Bohemia. The United Baltic Duchy, something happened there, collapse. But public works here says, influenced by the economic policies of both Keynes in the United States and Schroth in the German Empire, the government has decreed a policy of massive public investments to keep the population employed and ensure a solid base for our economy to flourish on. And so this will give us one infrastructure and change the popularity of social democracy by 5%. And Crimea goes independent, it seems. Let me see. Let me go take a look at that. And Crimea, okay, yeah, there's an independent Crimea, which pops up occasionally in Kaiserredux, it seems. Now, oh, there's also independent Yucatan. I didn't realize they were there. Huh, so there's Yucatan. They broke off from Mexico, which is in a very interesting situation, so it appears. Now, public works is going to be done in, say, how long? 18 days. After that, we're immediately going to deal with the CKG. And actually, no, that might be a bad idea. I don't know what to do. Maybe Middle European Trade Agreement. Possibly, maybe a nice plan there. Let me see here. So we're at, how much influence do we have? I need more influence for the CKG. The Mau Mau Jackals of Kenya. Don't worry about that. And public works will be done soon. How much influence do they have? How much do they have? Truly, I need to know. I need to know. And Monroe Doctrine is done. Okay. Can I complete this focus here? Okay, let me do that. German Takeover. 56 days. Complete this, yeah. So it says here, What does it say? It says, with the Central Africa's coffee Kaiserreich now controlling, I probably butchered that, but I have no clue how to pronounce that right, now controlling a majority of Costa Rica's land, they were free to do as they pleased with our government. With attempts at curtailing them having failed, Costa Rica has now become the Kaiser's first New World possession. Oh boy. So we only needed over 40% instead of 50%. Okay, so once this is done, we'll get the focus to CKG overthrows the government, and this focus will eventually be automatically bypassed, and we'll unlock the other focuses. Whatever, we'll get this done though. After that, we'll probably establish a Central American Reich that is critical for the the German Monarchy path playthrough. Here's the annual celebration, the 15th of September, which is a day where Central America celebrates its independence from Spain, I think. Alright then, German takeover will be done soon, though. We have a few days to wait there. And once we do all that, the Republic of Kokon declared war on the Islamic Federation of Bukhara. My goodness gracious, okay. It's only mid to late 1936, you already have so many wars. What's world tension at? 11%, okay. And I wonder why this land is demilitarized and our neighbor to the north. Not entirely certain, but it is something that is there. And so we're waiting for German takeover to be done. Please be done. Come on, we have a few more days. And we'll have someone take over. We'll get August Wilhelm to be a leader of the Costa Rican state, which will soon become sort of like a German puppet, maybe, I guess. I don't know. We'll become part of the Reichspakt at the very least, so that would be cool. We'll have a massive ally over in Europe, so that would be useful for us. And there's some wars there. Don't worry about it. German takeover, come on. Give it a few more days. A handful of more days. Hurry up, please. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, please. Please. There we go. The CKG overthrows the government. We have a big event here I have to read. It says, the Central America's coffee Kraftschaft, whatever, with its unrelenting advances and use of corporate savagery, has managed to buy out most of its competitors, and those who cannot persuade to sell have simply been run out of business. Furthermore, with their growing fortune and control, they've been able to buy out most of our ruling government, with most of our ministers and representatives all being paid by the CKG. As the incontestable new masters of Costa Rica, the CKG is now rapidly moving to cement their newfound authority, but as they build the foundations of their new state, this board of coffee barons and business tycoons faces a crossroads. With our position as the new heralds of the Kaiserreich's will in Central America, the Kaiser himself has taken a keen interest on this matter, which has led many within our ranks to push for the establishment of a new Reich here in Costa Rica. These monarchists and Berlin loyalists believe that by creating a new German throne here in Costa Rica, we could more efficiently industrialize and control this new nation. With the new Kaiser serving as a rallying figure in an attempt to create a strong sense of national legitimacy. The Kaiser has taken an interest in this specific idea and has surprisingly pushed for his narcissistic and effeminate son August to take this new throne, should it be created. However, this plan is not without its detractors, for a large portion of the CKG's board of directors would rather go with a more straightforward approach. These corporate titans instead seek to have the board of directors rule as an oligarchic council, each ruling behind the unified front of the CKG in the place of a single executive. With the CKG in direct control of the nation, their corporate interest and financial gain are sure to be a top priority over any attempts of nation building. What should be the board's final decisions? And so we can choose to have the CKG board of directors control the country, or August Wilhelm. So let's go with the first option here. August Wilhelm shall rule as the first Kaiser of Costa Rica. And now we can join the Middle Europa, and that is that. So the Middle Europa is the German faction. So Central American Reich has been completed. And now have we crowned? Oh, we got to crown him. Okay. So a Kaiser for the new Reich. That'll take 56 days. Moving on now. It says here, with the Costa Rican Reichs now established, the time has come for our Reich to have its Kaiser. To this end, Prince August Wilhelm, ever unpopular with his father due to his more quote-unquote feminine tendencies, has been handpicked by Wilhelm II to lead our glorious state, lead our new glorious state, a position that his father hopes that will keep him away from the prying eyes of the German public. Once this is done, we'll get an event called a new throne for the House of Hohenzollern. So, give that some time there. And right now we're just an occupied puppet, technically, of the Germans. Is that how that works? Are we an occupied puppet of Germany? I believe we are. Let me see here. We are, in fact, maybe. Yes, we are. We are. We did get a new flag, though. That's pretty cool. The Costa Rican Reich, which is just like the... It's like the German naval ensign, but it has... I believe that's the German naval ensign flag the German Empire is using. But we have kind of like the German Empire flag, but it has the Costa Rican flag up in the top left corner, essentially. That's the big difference there. And we have how many more days until that is done? Probably about 26, it seems. Modify the government. What can we do? Go from disarmed nation to volunteer only. Why are we at disarmed nation? Whatever. I need more manpower. The Caffeine Festival. I should probably read this. A task our minister entity Surge has been trusted with is ensuring that the people are now under the control, that the people now under our control are appeased and do not pose a threat to our operation security. This task has proven to be a challenge to him for the simple reason that he is not a fighter or enforcer. He was an entertainer before this. However, seen as director, Dininger has personally entrusted him with this mission. He is obliged to serve. So how does a man who creates puppet shows deal with ensuring that no one wants to rebel in a nation no longer under their population's control? Well, Surge has come up with the idea of not giving them a reason to be unhappy in the first place. So Surge has taken something out from Roman history for exactly this purpose. State-endorsed festivals and entertainment to keep the population happy and their minds occupied from thoughts on the political situation. So now the citizens of San Jose and other townships across the nation hold these dancing and feasting festivities for the aptly called, quote, Caffeine Festival, unquote, named after the fact that large amounts of sugar and coffee are consumed, making people partake in fevered dances and partying, sponsored by the government to take a day off from work on the plantations and take their mind off of work. It seems to work to Sarge's plan, as the common citizenry tend to stop complaining once the government announces a date for one of these festivals to occur. This should get them to calm down for a bit. From that we get 15% stability, which isn't too bad at all. So we have a research slot available now. Let's go ahead and start researching. Maybe let's grab support weapons 1, just so we'll have that available to us. A Kaiser for the Reich. Be done in, say, almost 16 days. How many days? 18 days. Not too much longer, though. Once we have the Kaiser in charge, we can start trying to take over Central America and Panama, which is going to be our aim in the grand scheme of things. We'll also have to we'll have to build up our military a lot, without a doubt. So a Kaiser for the Reich is going to be done soon. The Integralists are victorious in Brazil. Interesting. So their government, they have the National Populist in charge now. Fascinating. So now, where are we at? Kaiser for the Reich. Only about 8 days left. Good. Give it a little bit more time. And we should see that event we need to see so badly. And somebody was appointed to Grand Vizier over in Siam. Who is... Okay, don't worry about that. That was just a world news event. Checking back over here in Costa Rica. Come on, come on. A Kaiser for the Reich. There we go. A new throne for the House of Hohenzollern. So let me read this quickly. With the CKG's decision to kowtow to Berlin, word was sent to our new sovereign, and after a week's journey by ship, Prince August Wilhelm has finally arrived in Costa Rica. Landing in our largest Atlantic port at Puerto Rico, at Puerto Limon, the soon-to-be Kaiser of Costa Rica was rushed to the capital of San Jose for his coming coronation. After being prepared for the ceremony and outfitted with his imperial garb, August and his retinue then made a pilgrimage from San Jose to the neighboring city of Carthagena, where the largest church in Costa Rica, the Basilica de Nuestra Senora de Los Angeles, was located. Along the route, local clergymen blessed the trail ahead in his wake as the crowds of civilians watched from the sidelines. After his arrival to the altar of the basilica, the prince would be crowned as Kaiser August I of the Costa Rican Reich, with the CKG's board of directors serving under him as his administrative liaisons and ministers, and the Reichsadler has taken flight over Costa Rica. Now August Wilhelm I is in charge, and historically he was nicknamed Alwi as the fourth son of the German Kaiser Wilhelm II. He was a prominent supporter of the Nazi Party and of Adolf Hitler. His father did not like that he was affiliated with these people. It is believed that August Wilhelm thought that one day, by doing all this, Hitler would put him or his son on the vacant throne of the Kaiser. That idea, when you look at the history of our world, didn't really work out for August Wilhelm I here. And with that, I'm going to end what is part 2 of my Costa Rica German monarchy path playthrough in Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the mod, you can check out the mod in the video description. A link to it is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.